So I cannot believe that I'm about to lock the shul. In 14 years, we've never canceled services. I mean, we've had snowstorms, we've had hurricanes, there were floods, but the shul was always open. By not going to shul, by not praying together, lives can be saved. Now, someone actually called me and says, Rabbi, you're going to cancel the services. Isn't that a little sacrilegious? I mean, wouldn't God want us to pray? So I'd like to share with you a little story. By the way, take a look at this. The ocean's always amazing. Beautiful. It's alive. So join me for a walk and a story. It's a story and a walk. Let's go. So the story is told about two brothers, Rabbi Elimelech and Reb Zusha, two Hasidic masters. They were great scholars. They lived in the old country, but they lived very humble and modest lives. And to maintain a low profile, they would travel dressed as peasants from village to village. And one day they got arrested by the authorities. They were mistaken for some thieves, and they end up in a jail cell. And Rabbi Elimelech is very sad. He starts to cry. His brother says, "Why are you crying?" And he says, "Because I've never missed a day of prayer in my life, and it's time to daven mincha, the afternoon prayer." And right there in the middle of the cell was a bucket with human waste. It was the bathroom of the jail, and one is not allowed to pray in the presence of such a bucket. So Reb Zusha looks at his brother and says, "You should not cry. You should smile. You should be joyful." He says, "How can I be joyful?" He says, "Well, the same God who wants us to pray to him every day also commanded us that at the time where one finds himself in a bathroom, one shouldn't pray. So normally, how do you connect to God through prayer? But today, by not praying, you're actually connecting to God." And he says, "You're right." And they start to dance and they start to sing. And all the other prisoners, they look up, they see these two rabbis dancing, so they start dancing with them. The guards heard a commotion. They came running. They say, "Break it up. What's going on here?" The peasants say, "We don't know. Those Jewish fellows were dancing. We're dancing with them." "Why were they dancing?" "It has something to do with that bucket." "This bucket makes you so happy," the guard said. They took the bucket and they removed it from the jail cell. And then Reb Zusha turns to Rabbi Elimelech and says, "And now, my dear brother, we can pray." So my friends, this Shabbos we will not pray together in the synagogue like we normally do. And it's difficult. And it's lonely. But this Shabbos, this is what God wants us to do, to stay home. Social distancing is something that is literally going to save people. Spend a little time thinking about life, thinking about what's it all about, what are my dreams, what are my goals, how can I be a better person, am I fulfilling my purpose in this world? Best of luck, guys. Good Shabbos. I miss you all.